Tournament so far, the first hill finish has gone the same way as all the matches that went before it. And now the question is, how much fight can this American team find as they try to turn it around from this horrible position they're in?
Thanks, mate.
And if Gorst loses this one, it's going to be an absolute repeat of what happened here at Alexandra Palace the last time we were here for the Mosconi 2 years ago, with Europe winning all of the first 6. That's what he's trying to avert here. Gorst will start us off.
Decent break off there from Gorst. There's a one ball in the side pocket. What's he got on the blue too, though? Possible safety using the red 3. Don't think he can chase the 9 with a carom. That's when the cue ball comes off the lowest ball and pots another.
Gorst, 25 years of age, still #1 in the world.
This has gone wrong. It's easy to do that, though, when you have only got one ball to hide behind. The previous point, Michael, the team match, you know, obviously Tyler Steyer didn't get out, but this man here, what a finish he knocked in to keep Europe in that point.
Yeah, great double German act to prolong the contest long enough. And he got a feel for Tyler Steyer after what he went through last night, and he was showing so much character. Looked like he was going to get the Americans over the line for that team point. But once again, heartbreak on the 9 for him.
There's the captain, Skylar Woodward. Sure, he's a little bit shell-shocked. I mean, he's been in similar positions before, of course, but really fancied his chances this year. This ball goes. He's left this on for Joshua Phillip. The red 3 also goes in the same pocket as the blue. All the balls are in the open. Half a chances.
Filler, the older of the two, 28 years of age, #5 in the world. And like Gorst, he's a past winner of the 2 standout titles in the game, the World Championship and the US Open. Won them within a few months of each other. Back in 2018 into 19. And just loving being back out on the Mosconi stage, having missed last year. Already guaranteed all-time legendary status in the history of the Mosconi. Brilliant record individually, particularly in singles, where he's played 16 matches over the years, and he's won 12 of them, just 4 defeats. Doubles, it's 11 wins and 4 defeats, so overall, such an impressive record. He just doesn't seem to get thrown by the Mosconi pressure at all. We've seen players succumb to it already in this year's tournament.
The extension, please.
It never seems to affect him the way it does other players.
Wonderful positional shot. The middle pocket was a big hole there, waiting for the cue ball. He found that little gap. Class. Just wants to pull the cue ball back a little bit just so he can cut the 9 in the side. This is the difference. In team pool, in this arena, Filler can do it time and time again.
And Europe continue to pile on the misery for the Americans. Fight go out of the team. We've seen it happen in these.
Thank you. 2 seconds, ranked Team Europe to break, leading by 1-0.
So, first look then at the break of Filler. He's already got the upper hand over Gorst in this clash of world champions.
Yeah, it's actually incredible, isn't it, Michael, when you think if Tyler Steyer wins that rack, you know, it's 4-1, they start day 2 off the right way, and then Gorst comes out, he's going to feel a lot better. And you just never know, but just keep putting himself in difficult positions, Team USA.
It's just that first point is so important. We said it 2 years ago. Europe went into that 6-0 lead. There were a couple of those that the Americans could have won, and you felt if they'd taken one of them, it could have been a different story. There's just so much pressure on, and match after match is going by, and you still haven't registered.
Cue ball's close here, Michael. Okay, Filler, it's Cuban. What a gift for USA.
And please start the shot clock.
Well, sometimes you need something like that when everything's going against you and you just can't get started. Just a little bit of help like this can open the door. They have played in a Mosconi Cup singles before. It was 2 years ago. Like this, it was on the second day. Filler won at 5-2, and that was part of that run of 6 straight wins that Europe had from the start of the Mosconi in 23.
Yeah, Federer wants a nice angle on the purple ball after this one. That just means it's easy to get the cue ball back in the middle of the table for that green 6. So let's see where he leaves the cue ball here. Well, he's overhand. This is just shocking stuff. Come on. He would never do this at the US Open or the World Championships, Michael.
Yeah, and Gorst was talking at the pre-tournament press conference about feeling the team was so much better prepared this year. We're not seeing a great deal of evidence of it.
Yeah, played a smart safety there. That's all he could do. Maybe Filler can get through the gap. Yeah, he wants the cue ball to stop around now, and just look where it's ended up. That's just tension.
You just wonder, is a bit of a Mosconi mental block developing for Gorst, because he struggled in Orlando last year, having had such a wonderful season. It's happening again so far this time.
And you will always see it, Michael. Federer played a nice little safety. Filler had to kick it. Filler got lucky with a double hit, but it's amazing how the game can punish you. So Federer's got to come with something else now. May even go for the bank in the bottom right corner here. He's gone for it, you know.
But nowhere near.
tricky positional shot, this. Got a steep angle. If he kind of stuns it in with a bit of low left, he's going to go towards the green 6 and the 9. Spinning it in with right makes the pot tougher. That's what he's going for. Watch the cue ball. Oh, that is nice. That is very nice. Another roll or two would have been ideal, but look at the cue ball. See the spin?
So, a very unexpected error from Filler with the scratch. Opened the door for Gorst. Frankly, the world number 1 made a mess of it. So it's going to be 5 racks in a row for Europe, all of the last 3 in the team contest. And if this 9 goes in the side, it's the first 2 here. Filler in control early on. He leads Gorst by 2 racks to 0. Such an experienced winner. And in 2023, where a team only had 1 on the board. That's the lowest there's ever been. And these are the sort of things we're thinking of now. And that is something else that's gone wrong for the Americans, Carl. It's a nightmare for them.
Yeah, you could see how close the 1 ball was. Hit both jaws. The only thing that's in Federer's favour is the blue 2 doesn't seem to go anywhere, so unless he plays a wonderful positional shot, he should get back. He's going to get back to the table, but the cue ball is going to be right behind the green. So Gorst will be kicking in a second when he comes back to the table. Doesn't look like there's a 1 railer on, so he may have to go 2 rails, couple of options. Or maybe the 1 railer is just on, maybe he can just hit it.
Extension call. Kind
of squeeze it below the 9, but if you hit it thin, you may scratch in this corner. If you hit it full with pace, the blue 2 might hit the brown 7 and go in the corner as well. He's played it soft. If he'd have played that hard, that might have squeezed in. He's sold out.
So Filler here has a chance to take this match to a place where Gorst is starting to look for a minor miracle, because if he goes 3-0 here, he'll be breaking in the next rack to get to the hill. And they are ruthless, this European team. I've seen it time and time again. Racking up the wins year after year, and they always seem to keep that desire for every point to win it as comfortably as they possibly can.
Playing for the combo. That's where you hit the lowest ball onto another. You stay at the table shooting. Well, you could not put that better with your hand.
Settled into the Mosconi environment right from the start on his debut in 2017. He was MVP, and he potted the winning 9. The only player to do that double in his debut year. That, of course, was the last of Europe's 8 in a row. He's the only European player to pot the winning 9 in consecutive years, the only European to do it 3 times in total. We talked about his individual record in terms of matches won and lost. Stands comparison to anyone in Mosconi history. And the racks just keep on racking up. Another one that to some extent has been handed to the Europeans. Joshua. Alexandra Palace reverberates to the sound of Joshua Filler's own soundtrack.
Team Europe to break, leading by 3-0. Thank you.
Jason Shaw's 4-nation army very much on top here, and a couple of racks away from making it half a dozen points to 0.
Having a quick look to see what he's faced with on the blue 2. That's the lowest ball on the table. This is the fascinating thing about 9-ball pool. Some days you're faced with an easy opener, some days you're hooked, some days you've got to try and come up with something. I think you can see an edge, that's about it. Speed control there was delightful.
And he'll be loving this, won't he? Fedor Gorst has taken all the attention over the last couple of years, had that wonderful 2024, and he's had an underrated 2025. He was only a few racks away from winning the World and the US Open again. Joshua Filler really asserting himself here in an event where he's excelled so often. And here we go again.
Yeah, the blue 2 is easy, but look at the red 3. That's touching that purple ball. Doesn't look like it pots anywhere.
There's yet another opening for Filler to at least take control of the rack. Gorst, the best player in the world, cumulatively, really, over the last few years.
Extension, please.
Really making it easy for him.
What a great effort. Here's another look. Decided to play the bank so he could break the 3-ball out. Can see some of this.
I think he can see enough.
Foul throw.
Oh, well, he thought he could see enough.
Illegal contact at Sporting.
Well, we'll never know for sure.
And please start the shot clock.
Okay, so is this where Gorst starts the rearguard action? It has to be. These two have actually played doubles together in the Mosconi, because Gorst, of course, the only player to have played for both teams. Originally, he represented Europe in his debut in Coventry 5 years ago. And these two played together in the doubles. In fact, they put Europe's first point on the board against Shane Van Bonen and Corey Jewell.
Yeah, and these shots here, they start to feel a little more difficult. Nicely done.
Chances there for this to be the start of something. He'll have the break in the next rack.
Must have landed straight here. Yeah, he is. He's just going to roll forward a bit. Tech distance. He had no choice.
Had some heartbreak on the 9 already in this Mosconi. Already this evening, the US team. So much pressure on this. He's up to it. So Joshua Filler overplayed. This looks better.
Yeah, it does indeed. All the balls are there. This is 100 out of 100 normally for Gorst. The brown 7 actually at second glance is a little bit funny.
He's got a negative record in both singles and doubles, Gorst. It's Mosconi history. 2 wins and 3 defeats in singles, and in doubles it's only 3 wins out of 9. Had a really wretched time in Orlando last year. He lost all 3 of his doubles. Lost his first singles as well. The only singles or doubles point he put on the board was on the last day. Just came through Hill against Mickey Kraus to deny Europe their first chance to get over the line. And really, after the year he had winning the World Championship, the US Open, the World Masters, as good a year as anyone's ever had in this game. It was such an anticlimax for it to end in that way in Florida. Not seen that many break and runs so far in the 25 Mosconi. This looked like a good chance for one as soon as the balls came to rest after the break.
Yeah, he's playing this up past the side pocket. Sometimes it does hit that far point. Never really sure how it does it, but it does. So let's have a look at the brown 7 here. Perfect view. Yep, good pot. Quite a steep angle, this.
You can't get better than this. A couple of balls down off the break. Everything nice and efficient after that. So it's got a different look to it now. We were talking whitewashers not that long ago. Now Gorst is back to only 1 behind. Filler's lead is trimmed. Could have finished worse.
Yeah, really good look here on the wall. That's the ball the players are trying to pot after the break.
That European Open win didn't do a great deal by his standards in the other matchroom events this year. Was a quarter-finalist in the US Open, but went out in the last 32 of the UK and last 64 of the World Championship. he's old and he's sat at home with Pia. They're the sort of moments he'll remember. Being here in Alexandra Palace, having the crowd sing his song in admiration of his skills and what he brings to this Mosconi Cup and the European team.
One good shot required. If he gets on this 6th ball, Europe will be 4-2 up here in this singles match.
Yeah, we've already seen one match tonight, though. Lost from 4-2 in front. So break and run from Gorst in rack 5. Filler poised to respond in kind. And in what feels like not very much time at all, Filler has got within a single rack, putting yet another point on the board for Europe. Joshua Filler, after losing the last 2, has taken that one. He leads Fedor Gorst 4-2. So a lot of pressure on that man's shoulders right now, Carl.
Thank you. It's the 7th rack. Team Europe is on the hill, leading by 4-2. Team USA to break.
Yeah, there is indeed, Michael. But other than that positional shot where it went wrong, Fedor does not look too bad. Oh, first golden break!
USA.
Could that be the moment it all starts to turn? Barely raising a smile. I think that reflects the overall situation. Now, he's got the smile on his face.
Thank you. The 8th rack. Europe is breaking on the hill, leading by 4-3.
Well, the one's down. Cue ball wasn't far away.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if the point's got him, Michael.
Push up.
He may have done, yeah.
Yeah, you can see the cue ball just touching it. Push out.
It wasn't far away from going in the side. But it was never really likely to go in the corner, and yeah, I think the points have got him. Is there life in this one yet?
Yeah, push out has been called by our referee. If the referee doesn't hear you and you just play the push out, it's actually a foul. And it's happened before, hasn't it, Michael? Believe it or not.
Yeah, it's a harsh one, but I guess it's got to be that way. Apologies if any unpleasant language came through from the crowd there.
Maybe in some trouble when he comes back to the table. Two options: split the balls or try and get the cue ball up towards the 8 and the red 3. Yeah, he's played the split side to side. I think he's left a gap, Michael. There he is. There is a gap.
Yeah, so not as much trouble as he would have expected by any means. Remember, if Gorst can take it hill-hill, he will have the break in the decider.
Just struggling with the pace of the table a little bit is Gorst.
Extension.
That was a really good shot.
Well, they could do with some out of this world pool from some of the Americans. Shirts of Woodward and Van Boney.
Got away with it though. The main thing is he's not left the pot.
Still feels like it's not that long since we started this year's Mosconi, and if Filler can win either of the two potential remaining racks, Europe will already be past the halfway point in their quest for the magic number of 11.
Filler's not struggling with the pace, though, is he?
Yeah, beautifully judged. Gorst under so much pressure. There's one error. Could be the end of yet another point.
Just keeping Gorst under the gun. Every time he comes to the table, he's faced with difficult safety shots. This is no different.
The extension, please.
Yeah, and all of them with the added pressure of knowing he has to get them right. No margin for error left when your opponent's on the hill. As I said, he won the World and the US Open last year, and people have talked about him slumping a bit, but he was 2 racks away from winning them both again this year. Lost to Carlo Beato in the World Final, and then this year's Player of the Year, Aloysius Yap, for the US Open.
Try to use the purple 5 as well as a blocker. Well, USA are going to need a few favourable rolls, and listen, who can begrudge them? It's been a nightmare the past 2 evenings. Phil's got short in his hand, that's what we call the jump cue. Going airborne. You'll fancy this and all, it's not difficult.
Oh, he fancies everything at the moment. A study in confidence and self-belief.
Yeah, and the man who is the #1 player in the world at the jump shot has had to sit in the chair and see one from his opponent. He's looking at the combo, Michael. This is thin. The 3 ball will be travelling around the table, trying to pot the 8. Phil is not scared to pull the trigger. That's why he's so excited to watch.
It's like I was saying, you see other players, even really good ones, who seem to struggle with the unique atmosphere of the Mosconi. Him, it seems to bring an extra gear into play.
Well, Phil needs it. This is what he was born to do. He wishes every pool tournament were like this. And believe me, that red 3 was a tricky pot.
It's been a very accomplished performance from him. And there isn't much left to do now. So it looks as though it's going to be the same old story again. Phil raced into a 3-0 lead. Gorst won the next 2, the second of them with a break and run to get back to only 1 behind. Gorst then found himself needing to win all of the last 3 after Phil responded with his own break and run in rack 6. The golden kept Gorst in it. But with this 9, Filler is going to deliver yet another point. It's his 13th Mosconi Cup singles point from 17 matches. And he is entitled to enjoy the moment with everything he's brought to this Mosconi over the years, and with the way he's played in this match. It's yet another one on the board for Europe. They've won all of the first half dozen, and if